So friends, I welcome you back to our channel where we talk about relationship. I still remain your host, Sister Clementina Akinyosotu. So today we shall be talking about the long-term effects of abusive relationship. Long-term effect of abusive relationship. And we shall be looking at it in 5 different ways. That is the mental health condition, the physical effect, the social effect, the emotional effect, and the psychological effect. So, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, as I always do, I like to appreciate you, my dear subscribers, viewers, and everyone out there. Your comments, your patience, everything gives me the courage to continue. And we continue to try our best. And as I always said, please remember all what we discuss here is not as if that is the beginning and end of everything. You can read about them yourself. You can try to see so that you seek. So as I said, we shall be talking about the long-term effect of abuse or abusive relationship. And number 1 point we shall be discussing is the mental health of the abused person. That is the mental health condition of the victim. Because of the abuse they've been exposed to, you see some of the victims suffering a sort of mental breakdown. It can go to that extent that they may lose their mind in the process. Some of them will never recover. Some will put up a kind of habit, maybe like being attached to a particular thing. Some will even, maybe because of that, they lose themselves in the process. They have a sort of mental breakdown. Some go through excessive stress. They are stressed up about life. They look at things from everything is just like stressing them out. Then you see them, they lack concentration. They are not able to concentrate on anything. They are always agitated, always afraid, the fear is always there for them. And other mental issues that they can develop because of that abusive relationship or because of the abuse they have gone through. So the mental health of the person becomes challenged. That's part of the long-term effects of abuse. And the second point is the physical effect of abuse on the victim. The physical effect of abuse on the victim. Especially if it is physical abuse, that is when it involves beating and all that. Before you know, they may develop things like maybe through a slap, one of the eyes may become malfunctioning, or maybe they suffer tooth loss and things like that. So physically, you can see this effect at times, and some may develop a kind of body issue, body pain, maybe a fractured bone and things like that. So physically, they can be deformed. Physically, some are deformed, maybe through different cuts on their body, different types of beating and all that. So the physical may also be affected. And another effect, the third point, is the social effect. The victim may sometimes develop problem of association. They are not able to associate with anybody, maybe even on single level or like in a group. They can't even belong to any society, even at workplace. They are always on their own. They find it difficult to associate with people. So that is the social effect of abuse on the victim. And another thing is the emotional effect. This impairs the victim the ability to love again. They find it difficult to make any commitment or to have a long-term relationship, maybe where they'll be committed to someone as a friend, where they may possibly say, okay, this is my friend or this is my partner. Some of them go through that, especially when it's all this, maybe like, okay, they've been jilted by someone before in the relationship, especially maybe they have committed so much. You see them going through life, not getting married or anything again, because they find it difficult to commit to another relationship. And the psychological effect, which is one of the worst that can happen, and that is the fifth one, is psychologically they are destroyed. Psychologically they are destroyed, especially when you've seen people who have gone through gaslighting. It's terrible because psychologically already they feel as if, okay, they are hallucinating, they're not really getting things that are happening around them, they feel burdened every time. So psychologically they are destroyed. Even when you discuss with them, you will see their own pattern of thinking is just different. You can't even relate with them. Bonding with them is almost like impossible because psychologically they are affected. Psychologically they are destroyed. And that was why when we're talking of the solutions to abusive relationship is you have to seek professional help so that all these brokenness can be fixed, and you yourself, you have to work on it. And another most important point when you are looking for solution is be ready to move on, because until when you are free from it, you continue to suffer it. So you will see all these effects in anyone that has been exposed to abuse, either as a child or as an adult. And as I said earlier, how far or how long this effect will be at times is determined by the age of the person when they were abused, who was the abuser, or how long were they exposed to that abusive relationship. So I think with all this, we have come to an end of our talk on relationship, either it is healthy, abusive, or any other thing you want to know. But that doesn't mean that if you still leave your comments at the comment section, we'll not deal with that. So in our next video, we shall be moving to another point where we talk about different types of human attitude, human behavior. So till I come your way again, I remain your host, Sister Clementina Akinyosotu. Remain blessed.